Hello there everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at Shadowhand. And Shadowhand is one of those sort of casual puzzle RPGs that sometimes appear on Steam. And for some reason I really like to take a look at these. I think it's because even though I'm really more into like the, oh my god cat, I'm more into like the really more difficult and like hardcore end of gaming, especially when it comes to like RPGs and the like. My cat has been making a lot of cameos in videos recently. Sometimes, you know, you just want to sit back and play something a bit more relaxing, but something that still kind of tests your mind a bit. And these sorts of puzzle RPGs are often a really good way to do that. They're pretty relaxing, you can often just play them with the mouse, and they still have enough mechanical depth and complexity to keep you interested. At least that's what I've found. These games range from things like the Match 3 variety to the card variety, things from, say, Puzzle Quest and Ironcast, which both of those were awesome. I absolutely love those games, to games like Solitaire and Runespell Overture, which I thought was really interesting. And unfortunately, even though I find these games pretty interesting, a lot of times, you know, unless you're a Puzzle Quest, for instance, you don't get a lot of attention. I think it's just because they have a very kind of niche audience inside of a niche. They're like double niche. They're just, not a lot of people either know about them or just are like super interested in them. You drink of water. But I think they're kind of cool because they offer that combination of gameplay that you often don't get from other genres in kind of a neat little package. So this is Shadowhand. It's actually made by, I think they're called Grey Alien, but it's published by Positech, which is sort of different to me because Positech is not known for doing this sort of thing. They made the Democracy games, which are pretty, like, hardcore slider involved simulations of like democratic process. And seriously, and they also made, I say they, it's actually mostly one guy, made the Gratuitous games, Gratuitous Tank Battles and Gratuitous Space Battles. And they've also started publishing stuff recently, like Big Pharma and this. So without further ado, here we go. You have an inventory screen, as you can see here, which involves inventorying things. And I'm actually in prison right now because every good RPG has to have a section where you go to prison and lose all your crap. And that's what happened to me. I had some nice like sort of flintlocks and stuff going on, but I lost all that. This is of course in a sort of like 18th century English setting, which is pretty cool. Very Victorian. But as of now, I just have this dagger that I found, presumably like under the like flagstones or something. And I'm going to start shanking some dudes with it. And I've also got, they let me keep all my equipment. Well, all of my, like, outfit gear. Which, if they knew all the stats it conferred to me, they would have taken that too if they were smart. But one thing I do like is your little paper doll here, effectively just your, like, character model, is not only pretty well drawn, actually all of the art in this game is really well drawn, it's very well presented. And just as a whole, the game is. But everything you equip actually alters your appearance. As you can see, I look a little silly right now because I just have all of this stuff equipped, but it actually shows on your character. All your weapons and gear actually shows, which is neat. And I have a grog bomb. Molotov cocktail, basically. You've also got abilities that you can equip, 3 active and 3 passive. I don't know if my horse can actually assist me in prison, although that would be amazing. And they didn't steal my beautiful jewelry, which is very nice of them. You can also level up and put points into your stats. And luckily it tells you what each of these stats do. Cheat, yes. As you can see, I'm quite the cheater. But the leveling up system doesn't work exactly like you think. There isn't any experience that you gain. You level up at specific points in the story. And then you can input these points however you wish. Very unlucky, but quite the cheater. Obviously, being able to cheat kind of means you don't need luck, right? So without further ado, let's look at the actual gameplay. Yay, prison! So there are 2 main types of actual gameplay like variety that you'll be seeing. There are duels and there are sort of these puzzle aspects to it. And I'm going to start off with a duel here in Cold Harbor Jail. I'm in Chapter 7 currently, and they actually get fairly difficult, and you seem to go against people that are consistently better than you in just about every way. Like this guy's got just more damage, and he can bleed, cause bleed. Also got more health, not as much armor, and he's got diseased rats, so he can throw rats at me, which is really rude, because rats are adorable, and you really shouldn't throw them. But it doesn't have as much stealth as me, which means I can go first. So here we go. Let us duel. Actually, he's going first anyway, because screw you. Alright, so this is basically like Solitaire, in a sense, is how it works. Time doesn't pass, so you can, take as long as you need to ponder your stuff. Although I wouldn't be surprised if later on they did introduce some sort of time mechanics, because different chapters do tend to introduce different ideas. Which is, I actually like that a lot. Different card types and things, which is what these are that have been recently introduced. And how it works is you are given a card down here. A 5, as you can see. And you've got to match it up to either one above or one below its value. And you can do that and combo it up and just go around the board trying to make combos as long as you can in order to build up the power of your stuff. So this has a charge of 3, which means I have to match 3 cards to charge it, but it also starts charged fully in duels, so I can actually use it from the beginning. But if you're able to combo a certain number, 5 for me right now because of a piece of gear I have, usually it's 6, then you will actually get amplified damage, and you can just keep that damage amp going. So right now I actually can't do a whole lot with this 5 because there are no 6s or 4s that are available for me to match it to, so I basically have to pass my turn. But I can at least attack, so I'll do that. And now he's going to throw rats at me, which again is just really unfortunate. You should not do that. Now I have an opportunity. An 8. Oh baby. So we'll go to a 9, back to an 8, a 7, a 6, a 5, and I basically have to stop there because I can't get to anything else that I need. You do have undos if you see something that you screwed up on, but you only start with 1, and I have a trinket that gives me an extra 1, so that lasts the entire battle, so you don't want to be spamming those. You also have, of course, your abilities that I mentioned earlier, and they charge up over time as well, but they take a while to charge. So with this 5, I can do nothing. You can also find spare cards and jokers, which are wild cards. These allow you to, they're basically like consumable cards that you can use at any time, which is very useful. And as you can see, because of the combo that I've managed to create, I have a 20% attack bonus, so I'm gonna stab him. And I managed to pierce his defenses, so I did extra damage there. And he managed to uncover the back there and get the rat, so I cannot get the rat. You know what, I'm okay with him having the rat because I don't want to throw rats. A 6. Well, 7, 6, and we'll use one of these lanterns to illuminate all of these. And that's what the lanterns do. Now that I'm in jail, I've actually noticed another new type of card they've introduced just for the jail. It's like a giant square, well, it's bars, like jail bars. And you have to find a jail key somewhere to unlock it, and then it unlocks everything behind the bars for you to be able to match. That's pretty cool. I like that each, individual chapter and sort of setting, I suppose, that you're in, I'm going to shuffle these, tends to actually alter what you can do and what they do with the setting. That's kind of cool. I'm just going to have to end my turn. And he's going to throw rats at me. Man, that's mean. That's unfortunate. I don't have any healing items, so I can't endure that for too long. 6. Nope. Just gonna have to stab him. You can also get things like swords, rapiers, muskets, muskets with bayonets affixed, which you can use as like a combo weapon. Cutlasses, all sorts of things like that. And I had some pretty good stuff, but like I said, jail. They don't like you having those things in jail. 3, 2, 3. Maybe I should have gotten that 3. Actually, that allows me to get this. 4. 5. Yeah. I didn't really have a choice there. Either way, it would have ended right there. Okay, use the dagger. Boom! Ow. And this is pretty much how the battles go on. Wow, dude. Calm down. And you will eventually, hopefully, win the battle. And of course, you can come much better prepared when you're not in jail. Okay, 4. He got the spare too, didn't he? What? a dingus. Eventually, when the board runs out, it will generate a new one for you. Let's see here. I don't think I can do anything with that. Yeah, I can't do anything with that far. I'm just going to use this. So I do at least some damage to him this turn because I'm poisoned and bleeding and everything. Oh god, stop! 5. Well, no. Can't do anything with that either. Rude. He seems to be getting just about everything he needs. And I'm not getting anything that I need. Which sucks. Okay, I've got a good opportunity this time. So I've got a 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. And I really would like to get that, so my turn comes up on the new board, but I can't, so I'm just going to have to do the stabby. At least it was a pierce, which means his defense did not affect it. Those cards with the creepy masks are masquerade cards that were introduced during a masquerade ball chapter, and they have to be matched twice before they actually go away off the board, and they're actually really good for combos. Let's see, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Oh, these are suit locks. As you can see, every card has a suit, and if you match that number of suits, it will unlock everything behind it. And also there are certain cards that will have that suit as a symbol right there on that white spot, and that will like double charge the card. It'll be worth 2 charges if you match that suit. So the suits do matter at certain points. And that's, yeah, I can't do anything else. I'm going to lose this one because reasons. Really? That's what you gave me a 1? A 1 is what you gave me a 1, okay. And you gave him a 2, which is exactly what he needed. Okay. That's cool. I'm not even mad, it's fine. Okay. And the other types of sort of game mode that you can, oh my god, that you will eventually find is very much like this, but instead of actually dueling someone and building up charges for weapons and things like that, you're just on your own and trying to match an entire board before this stack runs out, because it will not generate another one. And you are rewarded based on if you're able to actually get the whole thing out of the way or not. So you need to carefully manage how many you're actually able to, you know, like, move and match out of the way. Well, that was hopefully going to turn into a 9, but it turned into a 6, which is not as useful as a 9. You can wrap around from 9 to 0. Oh, I got a 9 now. How good. Awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed, I think, because I have no health. And I'm not getting any useful cards, and he's getting all the useful cards. Dead. Wow. Also, there are star ratings. And the star ratings are mostly just like a prestige thing, I think. Except for chapters that require you to get a specific number of stars to progress. And if you hover over the enemy here, you can see all of their statistics. It's actually fairly detailed for like a sort of casual puzzle RPG, and it allows you to see how many turns you need to defeat them in order to get 2 or 3 stars. Can you have money, and you can buy things in the shop, but since I'm in the jail, I cannot currently access the shop. So that's not going to happen. I just have to suck less. Okay. Well, my horse can actually help me, which is sort of funny. Let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. Ow, rats. Why the rats? 2, 3. 3. No, can't do anything with that. You know what? Let's actually get some of these out of the way. I'll grab that spare so I can have it for later. 2, 1, 0, 9. Give me that. No 8s or other 0s though. That's okay though. I get a pretty good attack bonus, so that's a good start. There are other status ailments. There are things, of course, like poison and bleed, which you can see right there, and there are things like stun, which is just horrific. But if you can inflict it, stun is very useful. Okay, 0. Nothing I can do from there, but I can use the spare to get the 6, and then this 7, and then this 6, and then this 5, and then this 6, and then that's it. Yeah. Actually, you know, I'd rather not waste the shuffle until these are revealed too, honestly. Or these. So, I'm just gonna smack them. Stop it with the mises, man. 2... Well, if I go 1, I can go 0 and get 2 out of the way and reveal that one. If I go 3, I can go 4, but that 5 will still be blocked beneath the 1. I'd rather go 1, 0. Ha! There's a joker back there. I want that. Okay, now we will try and change that into a 1 or a 6. Have some fire. It's basically a DPS race, it seems like, because I'm not equipped with my normal gear. 8. That's not useful at all. Wow. Yeah, and... Well, at least he's not getting super useful stuff either. 6. Blech. Well, he also cannot poison or anything me anymore, although this does bleed occasionally. But I do resist bleed by 20%, so that's not too bad. 4, that's when you get a joker. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. There we go. A combo of 8. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll have to do it. And stabby. That would have been a really good time to pierce the defenses for extra damage. 9, 8, 9. Studios. 8, 8. Then he does 7. I could just use a joker right here, but it seems kind of like a waste to do that because I'll probably get like 1 card out of it, and that's not the good way to use one of those. So, stab. 7. 6, so I can get the rat. Well, shoot. I guess I'll just use it. Sorry, buddy. 7, 8, 9, 0. Don't have a 1. Here you go. This time we're doing much, much better. Although, I have a feeling we've long passed 20 turns. Some of those turn limits are very difficult for the gear that you're given. I have a feeling you need to like go back or something and fight them again later. Or I'm just bad. That's possible. A 4. Nope. 0. 1. Okay. 2. Well... You know, that's not really that useful. If I pierce him with this, I'll win immediately, but... Yes! And we got it! How many turns did that take? The rats made me do it. Is that what you were throwing them? 12. Oh, wow. It took a lot fewer turns than I thought. There we go. And you also get gold. The more gold, the more stacks of cards you deplete, and the more combos you get. There we go. What'd I get? What'd I get? What'd I get? 2 rats and 5 gold. Beautiful. Okay. Now this will allow me to oh god, I almost fell out of the chair. This will allow me to show you one of those non-battle dealy-majig bobbers really quick. So, if we just play this here, this is what they look like. Very similar to what you saw earlier. Oftentimes the patterns are really pretty cool. I don't know why, but I think like the card layout patterns are actually pretty fascinating. And they will incorporate more and more different kinds of cards and locks and keys and lanterns and all sorts of that as you go through the game. And your task is, of course, to get through this as efficiently as possible and get all of the cards out of the way before this stack of cards runs out. So, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, Whelp, Joker, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just to get that out of the way. And I think that combo will have to work. And we'll end it. And that will build up this for our multiplier for our gold when we finish the level. And that's basically how these work until you finally clear out the entire thing, if you are able to. 9. Well, that's not great because there are no 8s or 0s, so we have to pass that. Another 9. Wow. Oh, there we go. 8, 9. Man, that guy's tacking up a lung back there, isn't he? Oh, we're gonna shuffle some of these because I'm getting tired of the 9s. Oh, hey, a 9. Okay. 1. That's actually not useful either. Damn. 3, 4, 5. Let's get rid of the mask there. Okay. So, yeah, the game basically goes on like this, and there are lots and lots and lots of chapters for you to find and go through. Like, lots. Hours. And not only that, but I think you'll find that the actual amount of content here is pretty surprising, actually. The game is $15 on Steam if you want to give it a try, which I think is pretty fair. But yeah, the amount of content on offer is actually pretty appropriate for the price, I feel like, and if you are into the sort of casual puzzle RPG style of things, this is actually a very well presented and pretty interesting one. And it offers a fair variety in content, I think. Oh boy. And how terrible can I be on camera? Very. 9. 8. Hey, look, a potion! Get out of there. I want to find that key. 7, that's not... I mean... Oh, God. 1, 0. I'm gonna run out of cards before I actually get what I need. Yeah. Totally screwed. No stars. And that is Shadowhand. It's actually pretty fun. And even though I've been sucking at it on camera, I have made it all the way to chapter 7 so far. In fact, let me actually show you. Oh, I guess I can't. I guess I can't show you, but I was going to show you the chapter select, but I can't seem to actually go back there. Yeah. Maybe it's because I'm in jail. There's a lot of chapters, like a lot of them, and each one has several levels, at least like 8 on this one, and they tend to be about that long each. So there's a lot for you to do. If you want to check it out, of course, I'll put the link in the description, and you can take a look for yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.